Hello, everybody. Anyone waiting in the wings? I don't know. But I thought I'd go out a little bit just to get my hours in. And I've got a sandwich I'm going to be eating. Cause I should have scheduled this for later, but I did it. So. How is y'all's day going so far? The topic today is my Disneyland trip and the merchandise you buy before you go. All for Temu. Some of Temu's stuff is good, and some of Temu's stuff is. So, how are y'all? Bring your drink, bring your lunch, your brunch, your breakfast, your dinner, and let's let's, let's have fun. I brought water, water. But anyway, guess everybody's busy today, which is fine. Which is fine and dandy with me. So, if and when I have someone show up, I'll show you my Disney stuff. If not, I'll wait and people can watch it on the replay. So, how's everyone doing? Welcome, my friends. Welcome to the Great Big Roxanne Show. Yeah, I'm just cutting up my sandwich instead of picking it all up because it's kind of messy. I'm doing it that way. I did a ham and turkey, goat cheese, and gorgonzola cheese with a little bit of pepper jelly, mayonnaise sandwich. It's delicious. It's delicious. So, but when's your next trip? When's your next cruise? When are you going to Disney? Have you ever been to Disney? What's your plans? It's kind of the topic and talk and show today. Yeah. What's your best place to eat? Do you like the cookies that you get in Disney or the cookies that you get in Disney Springs? Trying to remember the name of the cookies. There's two places. So. Mm-mm. How are you? How are you? How are you? We're going to give it a few more minutes. Nobody shows up. That's all right. They don't show up. They show up. I don't care. Let's see. Somebody's texting me. So, no one's going to show up. I don't know. But it's going to be fun. A couple more bites of my food, then I'll start my topic, whether people show up or not. Might even get up and dance today. My sandwich was inspired by Chef Todd from Jen's, I guess Jen's husband. He did a grilled cheese the other day, and he used different kind of cheeses. And I think he put a little bit of some kind of jelly on it. I said, or a sandwich, I guess what do you want to call it? He did. And I said, oh, I never thought about putting my pepper jelly on a sandwich. I like it on cream cheese and crackers, but it's good on a sandwich. It's made to be eaten with vegetables or your, cream cheese, and it's delicious. Welcome, whoever just showed up. Welcome into the room. We're just goofing off and talking. Telling you about my sandwich I made. It is delicious. It's cream cheese, goat cheese, gorgonzola cheese, a little bit of my pepper jelly, ham and turkey, and just a little bit of mayonnaise. Warmed up in the microwave because I didn't feel like getting my pan clean. I gotta wash my dishes. That might come later. Right now, I'm just gonna sit here and talk. But my topic today was going to be talking about things you get off Temu, like if you want certain items to go on a trip. So you're going to Disney World. I'm going to Disney World in Florida this Friday. Then I'm getting on a Disney cruise. And I said, I would love to have a Disney backpack. I've seen them in the stores, but they're all kind of kiddie size. Well, I decided I'll order one from Temu. Well, I ordered one from Temu. It is so flimsy and thin that, well, I had it packed to go with me, and I unpacked it and got out my Helping Hands for Cruising backpack, only because this right back here, these straps, there's one strap, there's two straps. Well, the more I put in there, this strap kept coming like, I ain't gonna do it now, but it was coming loose. It was coming, yeah, see it? Coming loose too easy. And I said, I can't be walking down an airport. Hey, how are ya? But I can't be using a backpack and walking in the airport and this go loose on me and come, I said, well, I'll keep it. I'm not going to, get rid of it and use it if I'm going on a smaller trip. Thanks for dropping by. But, I can use it if I'm going like on a small trip around town to my conventions because I'm just walking into the hotel, putting it on my bed. I'm not going to use it at the convention. If I was going to use it at the convention, I wouldn't take it because the straps won't just stay closed. They're kind of it's flimsy. So, if I'm just going to the casino, that I've been to a couple of times in Alabama. Overnight weekend, that bag, that's fine. I sit in my room and buy and then I wanted a new purse. So I said, "Oh, I wanted a new Stitch purse because I hadn't seen any in the stores." Well, my new Stitch purse. Who wants to walk around here this all day? And it's so thin, so cheap, so but it holds my stuff. But I don't like this. How cheap and flimsy it is. But it's cute. Y'all see Stitchy? He's cute. But he's not what I really. So I may take this with me and do a giveaway at Disney. Some little kid or some lady might like it. Might be that they need it, but it's only about $10. One time I got shipping and all, it's about $10. But you get what you pay for. So, but online they had it made it look like it was real thick, nice pocketbook. Nice, over the shoulder. So I said, no, and I don't even know why this flap is there. I guess you can hang your little charm off of it, but then you'd be covering up Stitch. So I forget what they call it when you go to Disney and people give you a little bag they have made up. They gift you. I forget what they call them, but and also for my trip, I had my ducks to hide on the ship. You're not really supposed to hide ducks on a Disney ship. You can give them out and hand them to people, but you can't hide them because of safety for the kids. If it's on the floor, or that's what the thing is, safety. I don't know why a duck is not safe, but when you hide them. So I took my ducks out and I said I'll save them for a regular cruise that allows ducks. And then here's my other option that I thought about taking. This is a real good, nice purse. I thought about, let me take this one with me. But I don't like lounge flights. A lot of people like them and some people don't. They like them because they're cute and nice, but they're backpack, But the problem is getting them on and off your back real easy. And they're also easy for, I don't know if this one will do it, but some of them are too. You're wearing it on your back and you got something back here, and you're sitting there talking, you're not paying any attention, and someone opens it up. So I said no, but I love it, and I got these. I got this one at Aldi's. They have every year in April. They have their Disney week, and they sell these things. They also sell, and I love this. I might even change because I got another one that I'm using. It's my last year's Disney pocketbook, but I love their wallets. I just wish that this had been a shoulder bag instead of a backpack. But I love these. It's got plenty of room. Plenty of room to put your cards right there, your money in the zipper part, or your money behind. Because see, this can open up and you can put money back there. Your bills. Put your bills on that side. More credit card space on that side. Then there's just lots of room in this, and I love these. They're well made, and they are they're from Disney. I don't know if Disney makes them or sister manufactured by Fast Forward New York. So these are good, but I kind of like it. I like it a lot. Oh, and also in here, let me see if it's still in here. Yeah. And it's also got, if you don't want to carry anything, if you don't want to carry a big old pocketbook, some women these days like their, their ID and their money, and they go, well, you can hook the strap on and, carry it like that. But I want a bigger purse because in my purse, I'm going to show you that I'm going to probably carry. It's got enough space to keep my passport with me. I keep my birth certificate, and I keep my Georgia driver's license with me at all times, no matter where I'm going in the world. Just a habit, so I won't lose it. If I'm out, something come home, something's wrong, someone's broke in, they don't have my passport, they don't have my ID, they don't have my money, they don't have my credit cards. Oh, some people say, why do you want to carry it all around? That's why. See? All right. And I keep my passport in my little holder thing. This little holder thing came from a convention I went to. It's got a pocket here. I could put my cruise port, my cruise key back here if I wanted to. I can stick my phone and have it. I've done it. I've put it around my neck before with my phone on in here and turn on my phone and nobody's know I was videoing. Kind of funny. Last year in Germany, we went to a castle. And at the castle, we weren't supposed to take pictures, but I snuck and turned it on while it was sitting here. I deleted it, of course. Then I my little brain said, don't ever, don't show that out. And then my birth certificate and my passport. It goes in this other little zip-up pocket, and it fits so nicely. And some people, do you take your passport off the cruise ship? Some people leave them on the cruise ship. I'm taking them off in case something happens and I don't get back to that ship. I don't mind. I won't have my clothes, but I have everything else. I have my credit card, my money. So anyway, but and I'll show you the other Disney wallet that I got last year. It is when I was at Aldi's on their April Disney week, and pretty nice wallets. I love it. It holds everything I need. Yep, holds everything I need. Money. Money wants to slide back there, but that's my money back there and my credit cards, you name it. Yeah. And it's got the little handle. So, and this purse actually came from Disney. The website Disney.com website. Yeah. And it's got the little front zip up too. So yeah. And in here is just my checkbook that I don't ever use, but it's there in case an emergency comes up. And I always carry these on trips with me. My address stickers that you get free in the mail. I use those if I on the cruise ship and there's a contest. I don't have to sit there for an hour and write out my name, Pill and stick. All I gotta do is put my phone number, maybe. Or you go to a convention and you have these, at a convention, you're always going to find a table that's going to give away something. So I use those at conventions too. So, yeah. And my phone, here's my phone. And when I'm going, I stick it right there. Or sometimes on the inside. Depends on what I need. And you've got everything. And like I said, let's pull this out one more time. It goes up this way. I can set my phone back there right on my neck, and the camera shows you're in conspicuity. They can't see you. They don't know you're taking pictures. So for a short little me, you might not get to see their face, but you'll see everything else. So anyway, but welcome who all came, who all's here. And it all sticks back so nicely. And yeah, my phone goes there, but right now it goes beside me. I have it. I don't need it put away. So, oh well. Thanks for coming, everybody. It's been fun today. And we're not done, so let's hang on and stay right here where you're at. So, welcome. What else do we need to talk about? We're going to talk about Disney Springs. I'm going to Disney Springs on Friday when I get there. Yeah. I'll be going around. I may find me a purse I like there at Disney Springs. So, let me get back. All right. And I'm also, Friday when I get there, I'm eating at 1900 Park Fair dinner at the Grand Floridian. So I was watching a YouTuber who ate there, and they said it's the best food. So I called, and before I even decided to eat there, can you take out leftovers? And they said, yes, you can take out leftovers. So I don't know if you do this. And some people say pack you a little Tupperware container. They're not really Tupperware, the with the lids, a little one to take leftovers home in, so you back to your hotel in. Well, I just take like 4 or 5 small little lunch sandwich bag sizes, or the storage size bags, and I take 3 or 4 of the bigger bags. And so that way you get you got a cookie, you didn't finish it, or you got a cookie and want to eat it back in the hotel room. Slip it down in your bag, put it in your purse or your backpack, whatever you got you're carrying with you. And now, this is sort of off the subject, but not. It's about hotels. When I was at the last hotel I was at, there's no microwave in the room. Well, I saw one of the workers carrying a microwave and knocking on a door. So I asked the lady that was cleaning my room. She said, oh, yeah, you can have a microwave. You just have to ask for them. We don't leave them in the room. So you go to a hotel, you don't see a microwave. Ask if they've got one they can put in your room. Or ask if there a microwave that you can use that's in the hotel. They did have a microwave downstairs, but I didn't want to go downstairs at the hotel I was at to warm my food and go back up. So that's another thing you can do, is ask. And if you don't see a refrigerator in your room, ask for a refrigerator. They can get you one. If you have to, tell them a little fib. Tell them you're diabetic and you need to put your medicine in the refrigerator, and they'll get you one. And usually no cost. But Yeah, I want to look around Disney Springs before I go eat. My dinner reservations at 8:10. If any of my friends are going to be around, I'll be at the Grand Floridian at 8:10 to eat dinner. Uh, but I want to see if I can find me a Disney hoodie, a zip up hoodie all the way. Um, I'm carrying a sweater. I'm carrying two sweaters with me, not my hoodie, because I thought I'll either find one on the ship or I'll find one at Disney. You know, I was with this our church this weekend. We had our giveaway for food. We do it at Food Bank every month, and this lady had on this beautiful rain jacket with Disney on the back of it. It was yellow and blue, I believe, or yellow and green. I can't remember. But I said, I do not want a rain jacket type thing, but I would love to have a hoodie. So I'm going to look at Disney when I go. Anyone else going to be in Disney or going? So, and then my other Disney talk is next June. It's not finalized yet, but I've already signed up. I've already signed my name on the list. If you want to go to Paris and never been, next June, Park Pass TV is doing a land tour in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, and Paris. They're going to a park called Efteling in Amsterdam. I guess it's Amsterdam. It's in Amsterdam. It's in the Netherlands, and we're going to do a sightseeing tour around Amsterdam. Go to a cheese factory, and then after that, you're going to go on a bus ride up to Paris, and you're going to go see the Eiffel Tower, take a tour of Paris, and then we're going to Disney Paris for 3 days. It's an 8-day trip. Prices start at over 2,000 something for if you've got. All right, single occupancy is $3,900 something if you're going to room by yourself. Then it goes down to $3,058 or 80 something if you're in a room with one other person. Then it goes down even further if you're going to room with 3 or 4 or more. So when I signed up for my application, I did put single person, but then also they had a place to type some stuff in. So I typed I would room with anybody just so I could save my money. I love meeting new people and having fun and getting out there and saying, okay, Roxanne can meet people other than the ones I see all the time. So I can't wait. That's going to be June 13th. It's an 8-day trip. But you can also, in the application you filled out for Park Pass, when you filled it out, it had, did you want extra days in Amsterdam or any extra days in Paris? Well, in Amsterdam. Unless they're going to carry me on their buses going back to the Netherlands to Amsterdam. I kind of want to stay maybe a day or two and do something else in Paris. But I just got to wait and see what he says. If they're going to travel you back to Amsterdam, I'll fly back out of Amsterdam and take a tour there. There's in Amsterdam, there's Anne Frank's house. There's all the canals. You can take a boat canal. We can take a gondola ride. So I don't know what all we're going to be doing when we go to Amsterdam. I know we're going to see the cheese factory. Not a factory, in a farm. So I said, well, when they get back with me, and I got to pay my down payment. Down payment, I think, is $500. And then you work out a monthly payment. So it'll be paid off before I go. All those that say, I can't afford to go here. I can't afford to go here. Can't afford to do this. Well, did you know that a lot of the cruise ships has a payment plan? A lot of your tour guides, things, they have a payment plan. So, I'm getting out of my shell and doing things for me, myself, and I. So the most I'd like to be gone away from my dog is probably 10 to 14 days. I've not left her 14, I left her 12 days last year to go to Germany. So if I can leave her for 12 days, that's not too bad. But she is down here asleep on the floor. But she'll be 13 the day I get back from my cruise. Get home, she'll be 13. So it's going to be a fun and interesting year for me. I'm also looking up, watching another couple, and they're called Flying the Nest. They do tours. And I believe all their tours are taken or filled up for next year. But they got a family-friendly tour going to China. I believe it was China. They're going to Disney. They're going to Disney Shanghai and a couple other places. They're going to two Disney parks, I know, and they're going to Universal over there. So, but that's all. I think that one's full. If it's not full, I might sign up for that one. But I contacted the company today because they had, if you wanted any information, leave your name, phone number, and all this stuff. So, I like to see how far I can get before I pass away. I don't intend on passing away till I'm 90-something years old. My grandmother was like 11 days, been 95 years old. And on her deathbed, she told me I was going to have many more. I look like my granny, but I take after my grandmother. She loved to cook. She loved to crochet. Now, I don't quilt, but she loved to quilt. I tried quilting. It's not my cup of tea. So, anyway, it's fun, learning new techniques. Yeah, I'm crocheting right now. I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm crocheting these granny squares, and I don't know what I'm going to do. And I'm sorry, Jeremy, I forgot. I didn't check my phone last night. And I missed the TikTok, crochet together. So, but I'm going to put a bunch of these together. If I don't have enough yarn, I will go and get me some yarn that will match this. And even if it's solid color, get a solid color one of these and match it. I want to make me a little sweater. But I don't know, or a little blanket. I don't know yet. I've had that yarn since the 90s. I want to use it's this yarn right here. Red Heart Kid Colors. And I don't know if they even make Red Heart Kid Colors anymore. So, I want to see if I can find something to match it. That's what my thoughts for today are. I had a quote I was going to tell you, and I forgot what I was going to tell you. Like something for the day kind of quote. So, just don't give up. If I can do it, you can too. You saying I don't even have money to go out to eat. Well, how many times do you go buy that cup of coffee? How many times do you go buy that cookie? Or do you buy the extra thing at the grocery store that it was just extra, you didn't need it? Start taking your money. If you have to do it at home or do it in a bank account, start taking a little bit of money. Be little as $10. It might take you a year to get enough money to do something with $10 a week. If you do $10 a week, or if you take your checking account and automatically transfer a little bit into another account or your PayPal or somewhere, just somewhere you can't use it. Save it for a trip. And by the time you get ready to go to book that trip, take the money out of there, pay your trip off, or pay it monthly, save for your trip. Say, okay, every month I'm going to dedicate $50, $100 to pay off my trip that I'm going on. And you can do it. Anybody can do it. So, if I can do it, you can do it. So, I'm repeating myself, but anybody can go have fun. I would love to be sponsored by Disney. I would love to be sponsored by a travel company. I would love to be sponsored by a convention, which I have been sponsored by a convention. I've gotten free entries into MomoCon because I'm volunteering my time. I've gotten free entries in the Southern Fried Gaming Convention because I volunteered. And you're going, but how can you volunteer and go have fun too? Well, you're not working 24/7 there. And at the Southern Fried Gaming Convention, it was open way late in the night to go play in the game room. So you got plenty of time. Depending on how much volunteering you want to do. Now, if you want to volunteer enough to get the free food, to get the free little goodie bag, it depends on you. But if you want to just volunteer for a couple of hours, when you volunteer for a set number of hours, you can get into the convention for free. But if you just want to go for one day and work enough to get in one day free, that's up to you. But I do it so I can get in free for the whole weekend. But I also have plenty of time to go do stuff. So, and if Disney ever sponsors me, I'd say hallelujah. You see, all these bloggers, YouTubers, Twitch, Instagrammers, and they're getting all these free offers to go places, to go to Disney. Oh, Disney paid for me. Universal paid for me, so I want to be one of those. I'm not a big thrill rider. Do not like roller coasters. Do not like even the merry-go-round. I used to get dizzy on the merry-go-round. So, but I do like to get out and meet people. I do like to see the shows. I do like to eat the food. I like to get out there and have fun. Now, if I do the one with Fly in the Nest, it's a family friendly. They're going to go to Disney. They're going to go to an arcade. They're going to go pet the deer. Those kind of things is what I mean. If we had a good arcade in Douglasville, Georgia, or Atlanta, Georgia area, you bet I would be going over there and making videos. But we have a couple, but they're so small that it's not worth my time to drive my car 45 minutes to an hour to an arcade that's tiny. That's why I wish there was some place in the USA that had this huge arcade. Arcade for grab machines, not just the games, grab machines, coin pushers, gacha machines. I just like watching them and playing them. There is a pretty good big one in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, or Gatlinburg. It's in there. There's a couple of big game rooms there, but I'm talking about huge game rooms. So they have them in Singapore too. And one day I'm going to Singapore. That's another topic. One day I've got friends in Singapore. Their names are the Ukuleleums. They are actors. I met them at TwitchCon back in 23. I met them online. And she was going to TwitchCon. And she said, let's have a meet and greet. Well, the day before the TwitchCon started, before you actually get to go in. She was going to do a meet and greet, but she didn't. They canceled because she chickened out. Well, then on Friday we went to TwitchCon, and Saturday we getting ready to go to TwitchCon. Me and the two ladies we're in the room with, and knock on the door. And we opened the door and they said, "Surprise!" They showed up. We spent 6 hours with them. Missed TwitchCon that day. I think we went later after we got through. I went over there for a couple hours because I went to their party that night. So, but I missed my Minecraft meet and greet. I had scheduled people that were going to meet me that play Minecraft, and it was a meet and greet Minecraft competition. I missed all that, but I got to meet Singapore actors. They're fantastic people, and they've invited me to come to Singapore one day. But I said, if I go, I want to go to the arcades. I want to go to Universal. And I want to go to the Sky Dome. I want to see that big fancy park they got over there. And she said, we don't do any of that, but we'll take you. We'll go with you, and I'll do it for the first time together. So that's on my bucket list. So anyway, but my bucket list, there, some of y'all may have heard the story and some of y'all have not. My daughter's 42 years old. Be 43 this Halloween. She's born on Halloween, baby. And when she was little, she was probably 4 or 5 years old, and told my husband, let's go to Disney. No. I said, come on, let's go to Disney. He said, when she can walk, we'll go to Disney. I said, she can. And she might have been 3. And I said, she can walk. He said, when she can walk without hollering, Daddy, pick me up. Mommy, pick me up. And without having to push a stroller. I said, okay. When she's 7, 8, 9 years old, she'd ask, Daddy, we go to Disney this year? Never got there. He ignored her. Not really ignored her. He just said, no, not this year. So, so I'm going to Disney. I went to Disney when I was 18 years old. 1978. I was in Disney for the first time. I remember riding the, It's a Small World, and I remember riding the log ride. I don't know what it was called. No. Anyway, we went to a dark tunnel, sort of like a roller coaster, but not a bad. And I remember riding that. So, yeah, we rode a log. We rode a ride where we got wet. I remember that much. But other than that, I don't remember hardly anything about Disney. Back then, there was a show we saw. I don't remember seeing a show. So this year, my wish is coming true. I'm going to go do it. So, everyone that's here, thank you for coming. We're going to have a fun time today. I'm going to get up and do my exercises. I could do it right now, but no, I got to finish my lunch. I only ate half of my sandwich and I'm still hungry. I call it my lunch or my breakfast, my brunch. That's my first meal of the day. So, thanks for coming, everybody. We'll see y'all in the next adventures with Roxanne. Where? Who knows? I was going to go out to the mall today, but didn't get there. Something I ate yesterday didn't go in my stomach this morning, but I'm fine now. So, bye, everybody.